Okay, so asking for help on on my account in game in the storybook. I've done a live stream on it. They've decided to ban me. I've got the proof, the screenshot. I'm gonna show you. So this was the old one at the very bottom, where to prove I did let them know over a year ago, nearly 2 years ago now, about they can't delete starter weapons. Turn it this way so it shows you everything. So this is an old one, nearly 2 years ago. This is from the same person, from their from their community. What was I going to say? From Zenith, who requested me to add him on Discord. Winter Z. Remember that name? Because that name will be quite revealing very, very soon. Especially when I release the accounts. And when I pretended to be a 12-year-old. And I had people begging me for nudes. From their Discord. I've also got proof of me informing the developers about that. And they tried to cover it up. Multiple screenshots. And you know what? West Midlands Police also have that proof, because they took a digital download of my phone. Don't forget I had Sarah sending the police after me, accusing me of harassment for speaking out about my paedophilian family. About them raping me and slandering me and all that type of shit. Keep in mind I've just told you that and what these evil people who like to take advantage of vulnerable people have been saying to me. Oh, that was me reporting it. So this is me reporting the Essence page. Oh, is it the Essence page? No, the starter weapons book over a year ago. Okay, next on the list. Just pause it and we'll go through it fairly quick because there's a lot here. All timed and dated. Today's date is the 26th of Jan. So it's this other one, which is this. So just make sure it's got it all. Scroll across. Taking number reports and all that shit. Let's go back. Scroll down. My reply. I guess, or me reporting the problem. Scroll through so you can see it. It's not the best to show you everything, but there we go. I believe that's everything on this one. And I just kept closing it, and yeah. When I say this is bad practice, nothing professional at all. It's because it really is. It's like they want me to kill myself. And so I will out everything. And then I will do a live stream where I end my life. Broken by a fucking game. And I will expose, even if it cost me my life, the amount of damage, the abuse these assholes do to the most vulnerable. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I mean, I can't even jump in game anymore now to provide a way where people can get help in game without having to deal with paedophiles begging for nudes off them. And when you try to tell them, they don't care. They literally don't care. When you try to drop the hints about it, or they don't care. Genuinely, they don't care. This is the conversations I've been having with them that has led to me going from a 6-week ban to a permanent ban. On one of my live streams that are on my Facebook right now, you can see the list of videos on there that I haven't uploaded yet. Videos taken moments before I went onto Discord and I was muted and then banned. And I've got all the evidence on that. With them belittling the time I've spent on this game. When I went on there and they were like, what was it? Why don't you stop playing? Things like that. Of the amount of time I spent on the game. It shows how little they actually give a damn about their community. It's why so many people have left the game. Because you ain't allowed to speak out about anything, because it gets covered up. People are afraid to speak out. Even though they're trying to cover it up and say, nobody's afraid to speak. Yes, they am. Because they get silenced and muted by the developers, they cover it all up. That's why people have been desperately putting it out all over Reddit and things like that. Go check all that stuff. You know, things where the Discords can't cover it all up. Because they don't have full control over Reddit. But they have full control over their Discord account. Which is where everybody is funneled to go to. Why? So that people don't notice the stuff that's out there that isn't, that can't be monitored by them and their Discord account. So in their Discord, you've literally got people saying, we've never experienced those problems and things like that. We've never experienced the lags and things like that. I've got proof of that. I can actually show you a message of somebody saying that's what she's heard. And then you go all over Reddit and everything like that, and everybody's speaking about it. Because everybody knows in their Discord, they speak out, they get muted or banned, accused of breaking terms and conditions. And these ones, 2, 3 days, so the oldest one at the bottom. So we start from the bottom working up. I was going to put this on my Facebook, but I think I'm just going to go straight YouTube and start raising awareness toward this. It might stop other people from being abused by them. Mental abuse and being taken advantage of. Because what they do in LO is just damn right wrong. And for what? For a game. For a game. As long as child molesters and paedophiles and all that type of stuff support the developers blindly, they're willing to cover everything up. Well, I think I've been through all this one, but I'm going to double check. This one was the... this one, let me just double check. 3 days, yeah, I think I've been through this one. Yeah, I've been through this one. We're just going to go through it, just double check. Keep in mind, this is literally for asking for help with a bug in the game, which I've already done a live stream of. It's on my Facebook. Right, have I checked this one? I don't think I've checked this one. No, this is the one I've just checked, isn't it? Yeah. On hold. Account issue. This one I haven't been through yet. Me asking a question, waiting on a reply, though I probably won't get a reply. Storybook. 4 hours ago. Let's go up here. Now keep in mind Winter's Head and what you're about to see. Here. That's me speaking out, with me trying to raise awareness. I know that people have been asking nudes from people of 12 years of age, or they believe is 12 years of age, because I made an account over a year ago and found that out. That's how I know. I actually investigate things. And that answers to ban my account, which I've just done. That's the time, date and time. So basically now, and it's indefinite, that's what it says on there, indefinite, the ban is. So, where's my Discord? There's my Discord. So, the ban tells you here, ban, I've already sent an appeal. Not interested, that was my comment to it. That was back then when the ban came through. The 18th of Jan. Here's a ban. 12 weeks and 6 days. Expires after 12 weeks and 6 days. And because I've been asking for help in-game on the story, they've decided to ban me in-game. So not just banned on Discord, but in-game as well. For asking for help. Now, just before that one, you go up. This is from Wintersea. The same one who asked me to add him on Discord before all this started, when they were asking me to come back to the game. I know it's him because there's his fucking comment at the end. Chill out for a bit, bruv. Wintersea. Keep that in mind, Wintersea. And how long he's been with the community when he joined the development team. And what's happened since. Wintersea. That's where they muted me. Screenshots I sent to him. Let's go through here. No, these are just random stuff that come through since. Let's go up here. It's the easiest way. Instead of me going through everything. Okay, right. Let's go to the top and let's see if it's at the top. What I mean, this is me replying to what it said on this particular day in their group chat when he was asking me to add him. Well, to send him the stuff. To do that, I have to add him. And he wanted the proof of the stuff that I've been speaking out about. So I showed him some of the stuff. Not all of it, because there's a lot of freaking evidence. There's one. And I'm just going to go, it's the easiest way is to go through them, because I don't share everything until I'm sharing it all out publicly in one go. Because there's so much there. Means I have to unfortunately expose some people who were trying to silence me about 2 years ago, nearly 2 years ago, when I tried to raise awareness about all this stuff. He has a long conversation in his in the inbox between me and him. And people trying to silence me because it's okay for those stuff to take place. It's not okay for people to be aware of it and be able to know how to keep themselves safe, what to look out for, what types of people to avoid. So right in that, yeah, oh there, that, yeah, it shows that right in the top, doesn't it, when you click on it? Oh, okay, so as long as it's all there. That's where, I'm going, where is it? You were banned, just temporary muted. Oh, you weren't banned. This is back 2022. We're 2024 now. Just come 2024. You should be able to see that on... No, it doesn't tell you the year. But we're in 2024, 26th of Jan. The year is 2024. I'll show you on the calendar. This is one of the conversations where I've been speaking out. I know that I could go on that person's conversation right now and bring it all up. So I had no problem sharing the whole lot, where I was sharing the what happened when there were literally people asking kids in game. No, not asking kids in game. This is before I did the experiment to find out how many of them would be trying to get nudes off me. When there were people in game saying inappropriate stuff. It was actually before I learned how to use the Oculus Quest 2. It's called Oculus at the time, just turning into Meta. So I didn't actually know how to use the phone call, not the recording stuff and things like that in the live stream. I was still getting used to how to use the device. Otherwise, I would have had it recorded, just like I did Smart Hero. However, although I haven't got that recorded, of players asking kids, well, saying to kids that they would like to fuck their vagina and all that type of shit. I would like to rape you and all that crap. Right, going on in game. Obviously, I've already shown proof that I exposed that type of shit, like with Smart Hero. It's on my YouTube. Just you scroll from my YouTube playlist and you'll find it on there somewhere. I did one of those videos. I exposed him for doing the same thing. I have his messages that I screenshotted when he was asking a child who was 13 at the time, 13 or 14, saying that he was going to rape her arse and rape her pussy and all that shit. You know, he was going to test her arse, and then he's going to test her pussy, and that she'll probably like it and all that stuff. And I'm like, she's fucking 13, 14. It's asked you to leave her alone so many fucking times. But yeah, anyways, but you can see on here, I have the proof. There's a lot more to this conversation. I believe one of the developers or something had the proof of them trying to cover it up. It's multiple times I've tried to raise awareness to this issue. And I'm trying to downplay it and say, right, and I'm trying to say that it's all in my head. Keep in mind my Facebook with the evidence I've already put out in regards to stuff I've gone through whilst they try to say it's all in my head. You don't even fucking know me. Why? To try to stop bad publicity on their game. They created the bad publicity by allowing it and doing nothing for nearly 2 years. So then you'll know why people have been I'll also do a lie detector test to prove I have done absolutely nothing in-game to warrant a ban. But that's their excuse on their ban thing. Right, I'm gone. Skipping stuff here that might be important. We're going on about that and asking for help with claiming the rewards. So that's just not so important. Yeah, here's where we get to the important stuff. Me showing what happened the day I got muted before they banned me. Pause the video to see it all. Right, I'm gone. Start from the beginning on here. There. It's number 2 is, number 2 on here. It's all got the time on it, I believe, hasn't it? Yeah, the rough time on it. The very first one, you can see after I basically shared my frustration, I've got the live stream of what happened prior to me going on to Discord, what was going on in game with the game, lagging and force logging me out and everything. After 4 days, I think it was, of playing the game, trying to catch up with everyone. Which shows to how much they really do not care about their community at all in any way. I'm going, which have I checked this one? Just double check. Right, that one for, I go in order like this. That way I can make sure I've done it correctly. 6. Because there's a lot on here. Right. And it's this one. And that one. Oh. I'll go through the talking about it all after. I'm just trying to make sure you guys get a glimpse of what's been going on. You'll be able to see, like here, literally trying to bait me. I was writing a novel. Sharing personal stuff to explain why I have a problem with people doing that shit. But like, according to them, I'm not allowed to have a problem with it. It only gets people in a situation where they can be blackmailed. You know, send me money or I'll send these nude pics to your parents. I'll send these nude pics to your school teachers. It's all that bullshit. They're literally using a stupid game to take advantage of the vulnerable. And I'm not allowed to speak out. I've been trying to inform the developers about it. They don't care. So my advice for everyone, fuck this 2.0 bullshit. Some of these might be accidentally where I screenshotted the same thing because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. So if so, I'm sorry about that. So we just go through it and just pause and have a read. If you recognise what you're reading, move on to the next. I continue sharing my thoughts and everything like that. Once I've gone through these, I thought I'll lose track. My memory when it comes to this type of stuff, like short-term memory is not the best. My long-term memory is. Right, I checked that one, didn't I? Just making sure. Another one, I remember this one. I remember that one, that name, rings a bell. That the one I clicked on it is, isn't it? Yeah. So make sure. Oh God, I need to go back because I forgot to click that screen to take them off to make sure everybody sees all of that when the black writings at the bottom, so you can see what they're saying. Otherwise I forget. And just as you'll see in a bit, you're not allowed to report problems or speak out without the developers taking it as a personal attack against them. It's the same as selling a 5 mil house mansion with 4 swimming pools and 10 bedrooms and 7 living rooms and all that stuff, only to find out that it's all been totally destroyed and vandalised and going to cost you millions to repair, and you sell it for a dirt cheap price of £500, thinking, oh, they're getting a bargain, but actually they're getting conned. Same principle. Because I did not buy this game, to be treated like that and forced to silence. I didn't buy this game knowing that I would be forced to have to go to Discord all the time and deal with the type of shit you have to deal with there. And it's all funneling to Discord. The old account where you could report things was just a front so that people didn't know that when they allowed them to release the game, that the people who would join the game would be funneled to their Discord account and basically put under control of the developers. Again, your tone leaves a bit to be desired. I'm a gamer, not a freaking communication person. I didn't socialise with people for a very long time. I wasn't a socialised person. Especially when I'm dealing with things like this. My tone means I need to keep my gob shut and cover up child exploitation. Can you explain that to me? Winter said. And these are my accounts of me speaking out. Wait till I log on to my account with where I pretended to be a 12-year-old and had people trying to beg me for nudes. Because I'll share all that stuff. That's them trying to promote this 2.0 version to try to bring the game back to life. People left because of exactly what you're doing to me right now. Forced silence and fear and threats. And you obviously haven't learnt from it. And all these problems started when? Funny enough, it was when Winter joined the community. When he joined the community, this stuff started. Before then it didn't. Keep in mind that name, Winter Z. Because I got another shocker I recently discovered. I think you need to take a step back and assess how you handle situations in a professional manner. What the hell are you supposed to mean by that? A professional manner? What? You're asking people as young as 12 years old to join your game? What are you on about professional manner? What am I supposed to be? A businessman? I'm not. What are you expecting from me? What are you demanding from me? To be a professionalist at what? I'm a gamer. Oh, and a paedophile hunter. What am I supposed to be handling in a professional manner? I collect the evidence and then pass it on for those who know how to deal with the situation, to deal with the situation. Dealing with situations like this is not my forte. I've been through it. I'm not an expert in collecting the evidence and then taking them out of the court and things like that. I'm just the expert in spotting it all. I've been through it. Why should you call me a liar? You told over my Facebook. What I've been through, being molested, raped, everything. Why should you call me a liar? Keep in mind at this point, I haven't seen his reply. I'm just sending the pictures, the screenshots of them. And through here, you can see straight up gaslighting from some of them. I'll upload the videos soon. I'll send them to my phone because I've had problems uploading them directly from my Quest, my Meta Quest 3 to Facebook. You can find my Facebook through typing HTTPS, you know, that stuff, facebook.com, like they would normally, /Jace, spelt Jace, .hall, spelt HALL, .560. Just because I really don't like. I speak out and try to raise awareness to stuff like this because of how it affected me. Because I don't want other people going through that shit. Because I know the damage it does. It's like they believe that everybody on this planet has their mother as their mother, their father as their father, their school as their school, their teachings as our teachings. We don't. My teachings. I came from a family where parts of my family tried to teach me that rape doesn't exist, that that's just rough sex. That tried to teach me that, how's it rape if they're your girlfriend? If they're your girlfriend, you can fuck them. If they don't scream and go, or it hurts or say stuff, it means they don't feel it. It means you ain't doing it right. That's the type of upbringing I had. Well, not from my direct mother and father type thing. My dad did some bad shit. Don't get me wrong, he did. But from the rest of my family. If my brother joined them and became one, a paedophile, my brother, who was raised to know better, I've even got my brother, out of desperation, admitting to lying, claiming my girlfriend, well, ex-girlfriend, was underage when she wasn't. She was 18, legal age, 17 when she contacted me 2 weeks before her 18th birthday. That's before we met up. Legal age is 16 in the UK. So how the fuck was she a minor? And when I asked him why he lied about that, because people get murdered for shit like that, he says, because I spoke out about him, something along the lines I spoke out about him being a paedophile. Did you have sex with their cousin while she was underage? Yes, then what the fuck do you call that? She was what, 13, 14? Again, please stop sending images. Now, do you hear that? Again, please stop sending images. This is the guy. This is the guy. Please stop sending images. So, again, please stop sending images. I think you need to read your mannerism. You can stop sending. And I can see the chat. Lol. Oh, so that's where he's put it. I can't see any of those messages while I'm sending them. I'm in my gallery sending them. Making sure I've sent them all. So this is where he goes with the again. And that's why so many people left the game nearly 2 years ago. Because they were attacked by the developers. They were attacked by them. Mental abuse and threats and muting and banning. And now they're lying about me. Saying there's multiple reports from players. Like, are you taking the mick? Keep it in mind, I normally only talk to my friends in game, in party chat. So how can they hear me for a start? The only time I talk to other players is normally to say hello or to ask for advice on something. Like today, where I asked a player how to, if there's a way to complete the story because, after the bug, and explain the bug to them, because the developers have refused to help me. And I didn't go into detail about why, but I wish I had now. Yes, seriously, I have to take screenshots and everything and make sure I collect it all, Winter, because you won't send me the evidence, will you? You being able to read it doesn't give me the frickin' evidence, because you ban me from your Discord, which means I can't access it. And you can see numerous attempts from the developers ordering me to their Discord bug report thing, where you've got to report the bug publicly, leaving your name and stuff like that. It's a good fucking job that I spoke out about my family 2 years ago, isn't it? Otherwise, if I'd have listened to them and done that, I would have had people using this game and their Discord to get my identity, to then use my identity to contact tracing agencies and murder my fucking daughter just to get back at me. Fucking idiots. Funny enough, don't know why it's such a surprise to them, but paedophiles and rapists and things like that, they don't like it when you out them. And they do whatever it takes to get back at you. Hence, the death of Cameron Turnbull. 12. Don't tell me people like that in my family wouldn't do that, and their associates, because I can tell you full well they would. Right, if I click that one. Check that one. So that's 5. Oh, I'm gone. Make sure I've done it like that, so that's off. 4. Oh shit. To make sure you can see that, all of that. That'd be 6. That's how you do that. That. Click on the screen for 7. 8. Click the screen so you can see it. 9. Click the screen so you can see it. Back. 10. 11. 12. But now you know why they try to funnel the most vulnerable in society. Keeping in mind it's Net VR MMORPG, where people who have gone through a lot of trauma go to escape that trauma. And they're funneling people as young as 12 to be abused in the same way that they are. They don't know how old I am. These people who are saying all that shit and going for it, that I've been showing, they don't know me. They're random people. You were providing honest feedback in a violent way. Even now, violative, don't know what it's meant to say, violative way, volatile way. I'm a volatile person, what do you expect? That shit gets to me. Even though I asked you 4 times to stop sending images to me, you must act with blinders. See what I mean? When you heated and don't take a step back to see the whole picture. I can see the whole picture. You can't because I haven't shared you half the stuff. This is an example right now. I mean, right here. So, everybody just said, I couldn't see your reply while I was sending them to you. I'm not a Discord user. I was sending them through from galleries. Go to my phone, galleries, and send them. It's the only way I know how to do it. Like I said, I don't like using Discord at all, full stop. I got forced onto Discord by this fucking game. Okay, that makes sense. So what was that about don't take a step back and see the whole picture? You didn't. I had to point it out to you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I had to point it out to you. Okay, I understand, but do you see where you went wrong here? So I'm the one in the wrong, right? That's what you're saying. Yeah. I'm the one in the wrong for having a problem with it all. Like, take a step back and read your own messages for a moment. Yeah, I should just stop playing the game, I was told first. Many of those people were trying to help you, not fight with you. I wasn't fighting. I was expressing myself. There's a difference. I get emotional about these types of things when people do things that affect me. Am I supposed to not be affected by it? I'm not even allowed to use examples of what they're doing and how it affects me, because when I try to, they take it as a personal attack. Because that's the way they choose to interpret it. Right, because you instantly asked for a... How did I ask for a fight? At what point in any of that did I say, I want to fight you? That stuff actually continued, where they were doing stuff like sending, just before he banned me, sending pictures of cats and cats licking themselves and making what they thought was totally acceptable. Jokes about fish and things like that. Oh, what you call a fish and this, after I'd already spoken out about the fact I was molested as a kid and raped. And then their reply to that was making jokes about sending pictures of cats and jokes about fish and all that. Basically, licking a child's vagina. I thought it was okay. He's somebody who has a problem with paedophilia, so let's rub it in his face because people won't have the brains to work it out. Well, I do. I grew up in a family that do that. How do you think paedophiles get other paedophiles to join them? You don't go around and say, oh, excuse me, mate, I'm a paedophile. Would you like to join me and let's go rape this child? No, you crack jokes where paedophiles are going to understand the actual meaning behind it. Jokes that look like harmless jokes, but actually have a dark, sinister message behind it. So you easily identify them because paedophiles can never stop bragging about it. You just have to know where to look. The only thing worse than doing something you know you shouldn't be doing and getting away with it is not being able to brag about it. That eats away at a paedophile. They like to brag. It makes them feel good. They just don't like to get caught and get in trouble. Read your first sentence. Yeah, let me know how that was constructive and not asking for a fight from players. What the fuck is wrong with this server? That's what I thought I put, but it looks like I might have put game. I had a look at it and it said game. But you know, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with this game? How does that mean that I want to fight? I'm speaking about my experience on the game and what it's doing. I've got it all recorded. So I am going to post that just to expose exactly what I was going through prior to this. You started with, they also had a problem with me threatening to share how I'm being treated. They were okay to treat me like this, but as you'll see as I go through here, they don't want me sharing it with people. What are you going to do? Ban me? You already have. You banned me for asking for help on my story because it's fucking bugged. You started with all caps and flying off on what the fuck is wrong with this game. So I'm not allowed to be angry, mad and upset. If I'm angry, mad or upset, that means I want to fight. Are you somebody who doesn't know how to control yourself, Wintersea? Because you're literally saying that. If you get angry, mad or upset at something, you have to fight someone. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're literally saying that. What else do you mean by that? I'm mad, I'm angry. That doesn't mean I want to fight you. That means I want to shame you. I'll expose you. You just straight up admitted right there your way of dealing with things is through violence. You must be off your fucking rocker. What the fuck is wrong with this server? You can't even say that when the game is playing up and lagging and force logging you out, and you're trying time and time again, all day and all night. I even recorded it. So I put that out as soon as I can. As soon as I can get it to actually post it, the easiest way is probably to send it to my phone from the Meta Quest to my phone. I've got my spare phone, it's got loads of memory on it, and I'll just upload it that way. Most likely no, I was going to put it straight to my Facebook, but in fact, I might put it as a part 2, showing you what those videos, and it's the live streams and what was happening on the game. Keep in mind, there'll be that, followed by how I've reacted to it and his intentions behind what I said. He started with all caps and flying off the handle. No, all caps and flying off on what the fuck is wrong with this game. Instinctively, you would get people back up and they will see you as a troll. You know what I mean? You're not allowed to be angry or upset at a bad experience on a game without them taking it as a personal attack. Troll. So I was struggling on the game, trying to get it to work and stop logging me out and all that because I'm trolling. It's been 4 or 5 days in a row, no sleep, trying to catch up because I want to troll. What the fuck makes you think I want to put myself through that crap? Multiple staff members did try helping you, blue, red and light green. I don't even know how to recognise that. I don't know Discord. And 2, helping me. You basically told me to put my details on a bug report so it can't be hidden in general chat where it's going to be years old and unlikely for people to find them because by then it's not a big thing. I got to put it on the stupid bug report where anybody who's having those problems in game will be able to see my name and recognise my name and be on God. Isn't that the bastard that outed me for having sex with a kid? Yeah, that's right. That was his name. Okay, let's get his details. Okay, let's see if he put his daughter on his name on his daughter's birth certificate. Okay, let's murder her. I have enemies, you fucking idiot! I spent the last over a decade of people trying to kill me just to keep my gob shut. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at what they did to Cap. They terrorised him, beat him, robbed him, and forced him to kill himself at 12 years old, days before his birthday. Would you like to see his gravestone? I've got the picture. But stop calling me a fucking liar. Oh, it's a server, not game. I thought I said server, not game, but I might have said game. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time to chill. Told ya, it was him that did the mute. He's the one that's doing that stuff on that fucking thing, but not putting his name to it. Chill out, bruv. Remember that one. Keep this in mind. We're going to scroll through. Okay. I'll go wait, one more thing to try. Click on here, see what we got. See if it'll tell you. Mutual friends. That's my guild leader, or was my guild leader. She left the game and I've been asking her as proof, just because it's on here, so as a mutual friend. Somebody else who has probably been through a lot of trauma. Keep in mind, the server fell apart after I left the game a couple years ago. Right at the time he joined, not long after he joined. As you can see from my comments about the where weapons, not being able to get rid of the low-grade weapons, and me saying time and time again, we report problems, they get fucking ignored. That's what killed the game. You can't speak out about nothing. And proof that I was trying to get her back in the game. Though, the reason she never replied to me about it, that she probably had no intention of coming back in the game, is probably because she was banned. Like what they just did to me. So that's why all those people who were playing the game and like they miss their old friends and things like that, and they ain't coming back, they can't come back because the very people you're supporting kick them out the game for speaking out. I'm going, wait, that's where I was telling her about Asgard Draft 2 to check out. This is her also admitting the same thing. It's not the only person I've had it off. I've had it off loads who've told me the exact same thing. I gotta re-download the Quest app. She stopped using the Quest entirely. I don't really play much anymore since Zenith took a flop. Did she go on more about that? I'm going to download it and try it out later. And Zenith likes to censor it. There we go. Censor anyone who gives an honest review. They funnel people to their Discord to enforce fear. It's done through, you've got a problem in game, you've got to go to their Discord. You want to claim rewards, you've got to link your Discord to their Discord. Why? It's dodgy practice. That's why the game isn't being promoted. How the game is run right now in my country, in the UK, it's illegal. You can't run a business like that. Why is it illegal? Because it puts people in danger. Something that kids don't understand. And people who try to escape to a virtual world to find some way to escape trauma they've been through. They host some of the most vulnerable fucking people in society. They're not the only ones who go there. Those who like to hunt them go there too. A paedophile, for example, doesn't hang around outside of school because they miss school. It's because they're after the kids. And what does Zenith do? They provide a platform where that is allowed and enforced. Not a joke. You've only got to kiss their ass. And anybody who tries to slag you off or begging you for nudes and things like that, you know what they'll do? The moment you say anything, they'll censor you. So you can't say anything. If you're uncensored and you carry on trying to speak out, they'll ban you. And then they'll try to say that it's untrue. Keep in mind, they said that. Anyways, that's that. Remember, Winter Z. That's the video I made to our brother when he was threatening to kill me because he thought I was still crippled at the time. Where's screenshots? Who is Winter Z? Is that guy? No, it's not illegal for me to share because Zenith shared it. I'm just making it more available. That guy! Does he look like somebody who couldn't seduce somebody into bed? Because he seems to have a really big problem with people speaking out about horrifying things. Why is that? I can only assume you've raped someone or had sex with a minor. Because from my experience in life, those who have done that will blindly slander anyone who so much as speaks out about it, even if it's not them that you're speaking out about. Do you want to know how I learnt that? Because there was a guy called Albert, who was a friend of the family. He, from what I was told, had a daughter who spoke out about him either, I can't remember, it was either sexually assaulting or raping her. Her dad. Same thing that my cousin went through with her dad, fucking her and teaching her that fathers normally have sex with their daughters and putting porn on, showing daddy fucks daughter porn, convincing her at fucking 12 years old that that's real. It's not, it's fantasy. Anyways, so Albert's daughter told people that her dad had raped her or sexually assaulted her, one or the other. I think it was rape. And my mum was talking about it to my Uncle Paul, the guy who ended up having sex with his daughter. I know that because I copped him in the act. And the first thing he did was blindly defend him. No evidence or anything like that. It was just, nah, he wouldn't do that. He ain't the type. What do you mean he ain't the type? He ain't the type makes him the perfect type. Because you naturally think he ain't the type. Those who are good at presenting themselves in a way that's appealing to others, that are experts at it. As you can tell by this guy's wordings, of how he articulately thinks about what he says and things like that. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day. It was about a girl who was an athlete. A boyfriend slash ex-boyfriend slash broke up, raped her multiple times. I think from what I remember the document. I'd have to go and take a look. In fact, I'm actually going to go and see if I can find the document, the video thing real quick so that anybody who watches this can check it out. And believe me, you'll learn a fucking lot. And I can tell you from my own life experience, it's 100% true. It's exactly how it works. You go and speak to and have a look at videos of paedophiles who have come clean, spoken out about it, and spoken out about what they're like in real life. And they'll tell you, normally they have their face hidden, and they'll tell you, in the real world, nobody would ever expect them. They're too nice, too kind, too considerate, too well at presenting themselves as who they want people to believe they are. They're the types to do it normally. Because it's so easy to do and get away with, because you know so many people are just going to stick up for you. Not because they think that you're lying, but simply because they won't want to believe it. They'll be like, no, that can't be true, so I refuse to believe it. There we go. ESPN investigates Lauren McCluskey murder. For anybody who sees this, please take a look. Watch that video. The guy in there, you'll find, do you see why he's like on video and stuff like that? Exactly the same person. Type of frame of mind. Knows how to present himself in a way that will make people expect him the least. And he actually explains it as well in one of his, in that live stream that I showed you. He actually explains to a detective about how he would seduce, a gift of the gaff. There's a particular wording for it. I'm not that good at bringing it all back. I know it when I see it, but I'm not that good at wording it. But basically, he's got the gift of the gaff, the talk, the charm, and he would seduce and manipulate people, and he would. It's tactics. It's mental warfare tactics. and manipulate people to be able to get them into bed so that he could rape them. You know what I mean? And do things to scare them from going to the police and all that type of stuff. He was very good at pulling it off and getting away with it time and time again, which only empowers the act. That's towards the end of this video. In actual fact, it's that interesting. I'm going to see if I can skip through it. There's going to be more parts of this live stream, but this not live stream, this video, where I'm releasing all the rest of the evidence. So, gets enough traction and people want to see it, I'll put it all out.
And cut through the mayhem of departures.
I'm putting it all out anyways. I'm exposing them. Because they're going to try to use this 2.0 update to try to traffic more people in.
You know I'm not one to break promises.
That's her.
I don't want to hurt you, but I need to breathe. At the end of it all, you're still my best friend. But there's something inside that I need to release.
Which way is right? Which way is wrong?
She's a training athlete.
And I need to move on.
University Police, what's your emergency?
This is Lauren. I'm dealing with a situation. I think they're trying to lure me somewhere.
He was deceptive. He was dangerous.
Every woman I come across, I use my manipulation tactics to get what I want.
I'm pissed. That could have changed.
That's the word, manipulation tactics. What you get from me is not manipulation. What you get from me is the cold, honest truth. It's either like it or you don't, but it's honest. I can't lie. I wasn't raised to lie. I was raised to always be honest, even if people didn't like it. Something happens that upsets me, I can't pretend I'm not upset. Somebody does something bad, I shame them. Winter Z, he's the type of person to attack them. He said it himself. He thought it was me offering somebody out for a fight. He said it himself. Shows what kind of person he is. He's never had to deal with people doing horrifying things and having to shame them, to expose them, to stop them from being able to do it again. To stop them from being able to create more victims. No consideration to the damage it does, the lives it ruins, careers it destroys. Police officer who's basically talking about what he
the
would
payment she had sent. So that's our first conversation. She gave me his full name, date of birth, and she had a picture of his driver's license.
Let's skip through so we get to some of the most parts. You've got to watch this, it's so shocking.
School officials told us there is no record. Threat, did you think? Point, just go interview Melvin.
Yeah, wait, check this.
Roland's friends.
And what they're saying is 100% true. I've been through the same shit when I tried to stop my uncle from continuing. I couldn't stop him from doing it, he'd already done it. From continuing to have sex with his daughter. Well, the police ignored me. They covered it all up. It took a very long time before I was finally able to trick the police into passing over some of the evidence I have on to CPS. CPS. Criminal Prosecution Service, I believe it stands for.
An unknown or...
They're the ones that actually got the police to lay off me. Stop trying to frame me. Stop trying to pin me and judge me based on what they wanted to believe, and basically got them to say, look, you want to say he's this, that and the other, we need to see the evidence now. You said he's been deemed mentally ill, that he's got these mental health problems because his family has said it, and you've stated it as a fact. We know that it's in the court system. We took a look at his medical records. He's never even been diagnosed. So why were you labelling him mentally ill, trying to say that he's got what was it? So, what was it? Paranoia and all this shit, when he's been speaking out about some horrifying shit. Add that to the fact that I finally was able to trick him into passing the evidence off, and it's like, hang on a minute. Well, he's actually been saying. He's got the proof. He's got the confessions from those involved. He's got their side of the story that contradicts the side of the story they gave to the police when they tried to defend themselves when he reported them to the police.
Or possibly Roland.
Why didn't somebody at that point just go interview Melvin Rowland?
I've been asking the same thing for over a decade. Why did nobody in West Midlands Police go and interview Paul? Interview Debbie? And try to work out whether any actions of fear or panic were fear or panic from me reporting them, or fear or panic of what Paul and everybody else would do if she said anything. After all, the police allowed them to make an example out of me for reporting them. And the police proved they're powerless to do anything against my family. They proved that. They do run a pretty large area of the drug industry and the criminal industry.
Because we were not sure if it was him.
Don't get me wrong, they're not top dogs of the old criminal industry, but they're not far off it. They work with the top dogs. Or at least I know they used to. I don't know about now because I outed them.
Well, why not ask him?
That's where I needed more experience on these type of cases, doing follow-ups, but we were trained as first line officers to document everything and pass it over to the detective. They wanted detectives to do the follow-up.
He gave a very...
Fucking liar. I know because I've been through it. They just ignored it. I know that because they did the same to me.
A long pause when I asked you about contacting him. I mean, sitting here today, what do you wish you had done?
Seeking therapy can be one of the most important steps that anyone takes in their life. Sometimes it's just about hearing that
I mean, sitting here today, what do you wish you had done?
Contact him or told someone to. When I had dispatch run his criminal history, that's where I saw that he had convictions.
What did it show about his parole status?
We weren't trained to look at that, so I had no idea to even check for that.
Had you ever run some...
Well, I could have told you about my uncle's criminal history. I did, multiple times. For West Midlands Police. You had him locked up for nearly half his fucking life. That ain't even a joke. You know what I say? Probably about a quarter of his life has been locked up.
One's parole status before.
Anyways, you can watch all of that. And let's get to the part where he's speaking about his experience. Is it here? About here? No. Is it around?
That he was not capable of surviving in society without putting others at risk. The justice system failed her in so many different ways. She did everything right.
I wonder if there's anything on that lad's criminal records that they overlooked and didn't check. On Winter's Z, I wonder. Just because he's good at computer coding. Something like that.
We let her down. The system let her down.
How do you feel?
It does that time and time again. I'm going to see if we can find the part where he's speaking it in court. I think there's a video footage of him. I'm just going to find the part. Is it around here? No. Don't know where about it is on it. Is it around here?
City chief.
That's that bit. There's a part on here where he was arrested for a different crime and he confesses to him about them and how he does it. In the police station. I can't remember where about it is. It's on here somewhere. It might have just been towards the beginning. Yeah, you probably have to watch it all to find it, but it's interesting. You'll learn a lot from it. But it's basically going on about how he employs his manipulation tactics. Now you think about manipulation tactics, and then you read through that chat between me and Wintersea. That's manipulation tactics. Or should I say that's an implementation of it? Right, I'm going to end this here. And I'm going to post this on my YouTube with a warning. Zenith the Lost City warning 2.0 update. I'm going to start sharing my story. Oh, before I do, I'm going to see if I can... Actually, I can. I know how to do that. Bear with me. Oh, damn it, I won't be able to, because it's not on... I won't be able to switch this to camera while it's in use, will I? I'll upload this with the picture to show you. Alright, bear with me. I'm going to show you with what it says on my account. I show you the conversations between me and the developers trying to get help on the character. And since then, they decided to ban me. And this is what it says on my account. So I'd like all the other players in the game to ask, like, what am I actually banned for? Because it doesn't tell you what I'm banned for. Yeah, I'll show you. Just bear with me, I'll upload this with a picture to proof. I can mirror it to my TV. Right. And then I'm going to go through all of the evidence I have that I collected for over 2 years now. Well, it's got to be nearly 2 years now. 2022 is 2024, so yeah, we are coming nearly 2 years. Continue. Cast to my TV. Casting request. Hang on, what's that sent to? Don't want to send it to my phone, I'm recording. Oh, it's on my TV, that's good. I'm going to read out to you what it says, and I'll upload the picture as well as proof. And I want it investigated, not just by the development team. I want it fully investigated. Select, continue and select, you click continue. And the message says, this is what it says, since asking for help in regards to the story quest bug. Your account has been banned for, you have been banned from Zenith for numerous, so we got numerous So if they've got numerous, I want that evidence released publicly. Numerous. That's what you're saying, numerous. Player reports. That's a lie, but let's see the proof. There is no proof because I've done nothing in game to warrant that. Inappropriate behaviour. What inappropriate behaviour? I have the right to know. And violating the terms of service until indefinite. They did that because I let them know that I've passed the evidence on to a private investigator team. I've already informed them. That's why they did that. So I implore you, fuck the 2.0 update. You go back to that game, the developers will have you trapped. Anything bad happens to you or your friends in that game, you can't do shit. You try to, they'll sentence you or silence you or ban you. That's what they do. I'll end this recording here. I'm going to go through all the evidence because I'm currently going through it to pass on to the investigators. I've sent some of it off. I've got rest to go through. And I've also let them know about my Discord and that, so that can be looked at by specialists who can be granted access to view the content on my Discord, as well as my other account where I pretended to be a 12-year-old and there were people trying to get nudes off me. That's all being passed on to. I'll probably release that publicly as well. I'll speak to the investigator team and see if it's all right for me to release that publicly. They might say no because they might want me to hold that back for the investigation. So we'll see how that goes.